Hello everyone, it's Melanie. This is my entry into Dear Julie Julie and Kara Brandon's Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. I made 4 of these little journals, these single signature journals that were actually inspired by some that I made back in 2014. So I thought before I gave you a little tour of these, I would show you my inspiration journals first. If you look back on my channel, the very first video on my YouTube channel it's in October of 2014, and it's me making this particular journal. So these journals are just a piece of scrapbook cardstock with some fabric sewn to the spine, and they have a single signature. And this one in particular has lots of pockets, and I think there's just about a pocket on every page, and just an assortment of tuck spots and pockets, and it's all sewing. There's no glue whatsoever. So I did some little edge punching there. So I made this one back in 2014. And actually here's a couple more that I made. Just assorted pages and whatnot. So the thought behind the fabric on the spine was for strength, because I didn't reinforce this back here at all. So they're just junk journal, single junk journals. And then I also thought I'd show you this, which is how I actually used one of them. This is one I did, and I keep having to look back in here, so I think I want to put the date on here. But this is one I did back in 2014. So I thought I would go ahead and put, oh, there's no zeros. Okay, well, I'll have to dig for a 0, but I was going to go ahead and put the date in here. Guess I could use that one. Okay, so here's one that started the summer of 2014. And it had, oh look, I used the same letters. That is so weird. This is when my daughter was off at camp, and it has journaling in it, and then it also has some receipts and some football schedules and quite a few postcards and things that my daughter either sent home from camp or things that we sent her, some letters that we got. I'm not sure what that was about. So it's just a variety of things, and it kind of starts in June and it goes through October. So this is how I actually have used one of these journals. So now that we're 4 minutes in here, here's a little tour of the journals that I made the other day. So let's see, this is the first one that I made. And it's just a single piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. For these, I stitched all the way around the outside edge, and I sewed a pocket. So they each have a pocket in the front and the back, and they're a single signature with a pamphlet stitch, 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I just picked out a variety of, there's wallpaper, some book text that I painted over. I sewed in envelopes, there's some coffee-dyed music paper, and then I painted on that side. Some things from some children's books. I love these mathematical chart type of things. Coffee-dyed paper. Pocket. So these are they go together really quickly. Here's the next one I made, and this is actually the first tag I made. So what this is on the front is just sort of a collage of whatever you want it to be, but I have some transparency films that I bought years ago at an estate sale. I think I have 2 boxes of them, and I'm going to be really sad when they're gone, but I love having something either on the front of my journal or on the inside page, like I did on this one. Oh, no. Like I did on this one, where I can put the date or something on there. So I just made a little pocket for each of these that you can slide something into. So this one I stamped 2019 on there. Wrote April on the other side, depending on what you wanted it to be. And then this one is, that one's just a blank. So again, here's pockets on the front and back, which kind of gives the cover a little stability. Pockets throughout. They're not a lot of pages here because I don't want it to get too thick. These journals also make really great travel journals that you can just take on a trip, like a weekend trip. It's just a place to do some journaling, and pockets for your things that you pick up. Just stuck a little tag in there. Old punch card. There's that one. And then I love this paper. I almost say I bought this entire paper pack just because of this gorgeous hydrangea paper. So here's another one. Coffee dyed paper, old graph paper, some music paper. This one has some fold outs. A lot of painted pages where I just paint. I just put craft paint on with the side of a gift card. This one has a beloved Edith Holden illustration. So they're really just very simple, single signature journals. This is some monogram stationery I bought from an estate sale that I used as a pocket. So I have one more that I thought I would finish really quick for you guys. I started this one, and I made a big pocket on the front. So let me find, that might be cute. That would be cute on there. So I've got my machine here. I just thought I'd stitch up some of these. I like the idea of having something like this little card so that if you write on it, or if I write on it and mess it up, then I can replace it. I can still take it out, redo it, kind of thing. So that's a place I could write in a title or whatnot. This might be cute with a little frame on it. I don't know, something like that. There we go. So I've gone through and clipped on all of my, everything I want to sew on to this one. So I'm going to go through and stitch these things in place real quick. So here's an envelope I wanted to attach. This is a note card cut in half diagonally, which makes, I love these as pockets. Got off a little bit. I feel like I'm rushing because of the camera, so now I'm rushing and this got a little crooked right here, so I'm going to trim it off. So there's that one. From an Italian phrase book. There's another diagonal pocket. And I'm going to tape this one in place so it doesn't move while I'm stitching. The other fun thing about these is that with there just being one signature, I hadn't used that tape before, now it tore it. With them just being one signature, I actually punch both the cover and the pages at the same time. Punch it all at once to do my binding. And just in case anybody was curious about this thread that I'm using, let me show it to you in a different place. It's quilting thread. I think it's Coats & Clark, but it's variegated. So it really makes a fun thread. There's all different kinds of colors that you can get. And it really makes a fun thread for this kind of thing because it's constantly changing colors. I'll just scoop this in a little bit so I don't go off the edge. So that's all of it. Oh, then I need to sew the cover pockets on. Give it a little bit of a haircut. And stitch this pocket on, which I'm going to stitch from the outside. But I'm going to start... Let's see, I want to start here on the back side. And to stitch the pocket in place, I'm going to go all the way around the book. I'll go around it twice. Okay, so for the cover here, I'll just make sure everything is centered. And this is the part I like about these books is I only have to do, I just punch it all at once. So I'm going to clip this in place. Make sure it's tucked back in there really good. And I'll use a link. This is some really large pearl cotton that I ordered. Let's see, let me fix this. Ah, now I can see it. I'm telling you, this whole not being able to see things close up, it happened so fast. Once you hit 45 or so, just, I can't see anything anymore. So I'm just gonna do 3-hole pamphlet stitch on this. So the fun part for this is I don't measure anything. I kind of figure, oh yeah, there's the middle right there, and make a hole. And then I go like, oh yeah, about right there. And make another hole. And then same sort of distance, right about there. Start in the middle. All the way down. And this is literally like the quickest way to bind something. Oh, I cut way too much yarn again. I keep doing that and I'm wasting this stuff. Move it to 1. So I'll have a bigger piece left over. There we go. Take these off. And that's not very good for that. There we go. So they go together really quickly, and now I've made 5 of them. So there's my Stashbuster, Spring Stashbuster journals. I want to thank Dear Julie, thank Julie again, because she works constantly on these challenges and keeping the Facebook group current. And I, of course, didn't do any of the mini challenges that go along with this month. I kind of got distracted making other stuff, but this was a lot of fun, and I could just keep making these journals, you know, forever, because I have so much stash of this kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. I can't believe I already have over 200 subscribers. That's really crazy. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye.